Good morning, students. Yesterday we have started the lesson village panchayats. And discussed about elections in Grama Panchayats. Okay, in Telangana already Grama Panchayat elections are announced. Okay, so usually Grama Panchayats are formed through elections. So in that elections, ward members and panchayat president will be elected. So that elections will be conducted by state election commissioner. Okay, there are sarpanch, upasarpanch, and secretary or executive officers will be look after the activities of the Grama Panchayat. Okay, so what does a panchayat do? So already we discussed in the previous class. So Grama Panchayats provide public amenities. So that is the duty of the government. Okay, so the village panchayats are responsible for provision of public amenities like maintenance of village roads, construction and maintenance of drains, supply of drinking water, street lighting, cleaning streets, running ration shops, etc. So that is the first responsibility of the panchayat in panchayat level. So these activities look after by the panchayat. Okay, so next another responsibility is they are also responsible for overseeing the functioning of schools, Anganwadis, women and child welfare programs, etc. So which are run under the government. The schools are Anganwadi and women and child welfare programs. Next, the panchayats have to plan and execute development work such as minor irrigation, watershed management, land reform measures in the village. So these are three important functions of the panchayat. So provision of public amenities. So look after the schools, Anganwadis and women and child welfare programs, and they will plan and execute development work such as minor irrigation, watershed management, land reform measures in the village. Okay, so these are the main responsibilities of the panchayats. So several states have given more powers and functions to the Grama Panchayats. So some of them relate to control over markets and fairs, land improvement, minor forest produce, small scale industries, housing for weaker sections, electrification, programs for weaker sections, PHCs, primary health centers, and dispensaries, etc. So, in addition to those three functions, so Grama Panchayat look after these activities also. They have some powers to control all these departments. Unless such functions are also given over to the Grama Panchayats, they cannot really address the problems faced by the villagers and effectively plan the development of the village. If you don't give some powers to the panchayat, they cannot do any development activities in panchayat level. Okay, so every month they conduct one meeting to discuss these problems. So in this meeting, at least half of the members should be present. Half of them means 50% members should be present to discuss the issues in the village. If the 50% members are not presented, so that meeting will be cancelled. Okay, they don't continue that meeting, they will cancel and they will conduct the meeting later. Okay, so means 50% present must. Okay, next. The meeting usually begins by reading out the report of the last meeting by the Panchayat President. Okay, so what they discussed in the last meeting and how much work completed, how much work was pending. Like that they will discuss in the meeting. Then Sarpanch has to report about all the work done during the previous month and how much money was spent for that work. We will explain. So in case any pending work is there, so members will discuss on that. If any problems are there in any ward, the ward members can raise those problems in that meeting also. Okay, next. Every year before the month of April, they will prepare some proposals from different wards and they will discuss about the budget also. What is the meaning of budget? So how much money required for the developments. Okay, so how much money is available, how much money they have to need, they will discuss in that meeting. So for drainage system, for maintaining of electricity, for providing water, they need money. Okay, so how much money they need to maintain all these public facilities, they will discuss in that meeting. That is called budget. They will prepare the budget. So the Sarpanch and executive officer check if funds are available for these proposals. If the funds are available, they will start the work. Okay, if the funds are not available, they will send this proposal to the government for sanctioning of funds. So after this, the annual plan of the Panchayat is prepared and discussed in the Grama Sabha and finished after incorporating their suggestions and finalized after incorporating their suggestions. So this finalized plan is submitted to Mandal and Jilla Parishads for approval and sanction of funds. So already they have some funds, they required more funds. Those proposals they submitted in the Mandala Parishad and Jilla Parishad. So Mandala Parishad and Jilla Parishad means, so those are the authorities in mandal level or district level. Okay, so they submit these proposals in mandal and Jilla Parishads for approval and sanction of funds. So after the funds are received, the Sarpanch starts the work and supervise its completion. So what we understood, so first they will discuss about the budget and problems in the Gram Sabha, then they will finalize. But usually that it is not happening in every panchayat. Usually many panchayats, the Sarpanch prepare plan without consulting any other people on their own and get them approved without much discussion. Means the ward members or villagers don't know about the issues. Even those who are not educated, that's why they don't participate. So then the funds allocated for the work may be misappropriated or misused by the people. So as very few people know about the plan, budget and actual work done. So for this reason, so we should encourage all the people should be participate in the activities in panchayat level. Okay. Next, funds for the work of Grama Panchayat. Already we discussed about the budget. Budget means how much funds they require to spent in the village level. Okay, so where do the Grama Panchayat get funds from to carry out the programs? So Grama Panchayats have the power to levy some minor taxes in the villages, including house tax and land cess. So they collect some taxes from the public in the panchayat level. Through that they will get some income. Okay, they get about 1/3 of their income from these sources. 1/3 means 33% of funds they can gather through taxes in their panchayat level. So remaining 67% funds they will get from the government through grants. Okay, so however, for a bulk of their resources, they depend upon grants from the state and the central governments. Remaining 67% of funds will be released by state government or central government. Okay, some funds are made available under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Next, from the experiences of Grama Panchayat, it emerges that these funds are far from sufficient for any substantial development of the villages. So, what are the funds they are getting from the government, or they are collecting from the people, is not sufficient to develop the panchayats. Okay, next, Mandal Parishad and Jilla Parishads. So previously we discussed about panchayats. Now Mandal Parishad and Jilla Parishad. So about 20 Grama Panchayats comes under Mandal Parishad. So Mandal Parishad means it is a mandal level. Okay, so how many Grama Panchayats comes under this mandal? 20 Grama Panchayats considered as Mandala Parishad. All the Mandala Parishad in the district come under the Jilla Parishad. Jilla Parishad means district level. Okay, so all the Mandal Parishads in the districts comes under the Jilla Parishad. So the members of the Mandal Parishad territorial constituencies, Mandal Parishad territorial constituencies means MPTCS. MPTCs are elected directly by the villagers and some are nominated. So how we are electing ward members in panchayat level? So MPTCs also elected directly by the villagers. Some MPTCs are nominated by every village. Next, the Jilla Parishad members too are similarly elected. So how the MPTCs, how the ward members are elected, like that the Jilla Parishad members also elected by villagers only, directly elected by villagers. So the Jilla Parishad and Mandal Parishad committees members coordinate the activities of the panchayats in the district and the mandal level, and they will approve the plans and sanction the funds to the panchayats. So what are the responsibilities of Mandal Parishad and Jilla Parishad? So they will guide the panchayats and they will approve the plans of the panchayats and they will release the funds to the panchayats. Okay, good. So we will discuss about one Grama Panchayat here. Jangamma of Hazipalli. So Hazipalli is one of the panchayat. Hazipalli is a small village in Rangareddy district. So Jangamma, the Sarpanch, lead the panchayat to build several concrete roads and underground drains. So Jangamma elected as a Sarpanch of that village. So after electing, she constructed roads and underground drains. So usually in villages we don't see the underground drains, but she constructed the underground drains. So she persuaded all the villagers to build latrines in their houses, schools, Anganwadi, and Grama Panchayats. So she encouraged the villagers to build latrines in their houses. Usually in the villages, villagers will go to open fields for their natural calls. Okay, they don't use the latrines inside their houses. So she encouraged them to construct the latrines in their houses and schools. Even if you go to the some government schools, we can't see the latrines in the schools, Anganwadi and Grama Panchayats. So the Panchayat under her leadership built water storage tanks to provide drinking water to the entire villagers. Apart from this, the village has an underground drainage system like the city. So the Panchayat has also ensured all the eligible benefits from the schemes intended for them. Already we discussed the poor people who are comes under poverty line can have some government schemes. So in this Grama Panchayat, so they ensured all the eligible benefits from the schemes introduced for them. So the government recognized the work of the Grama Panchayats and efforts. So Asupalli received the Shubram Award in November 2008 from the state government and Nirmala Grama Puraskar in December 2008. In 2008, that Grama Panchayati received 2 awards. One from state government, that is Shubram Award, and another one is Nirmala Grama Panchayati Award in December 2008 from President. At the time, Mrs. Pratibha Patil was the President. Pratibha Patil was the first woman President of India. Only one woman President of India. Okay. So that Shubram and Grama Puraskar Awards will give to the villages. So who have built toilets in every house and office, schools, and have completely stopped open defecation. So to those villages, these awards will be awarded. So many villages got these awards in our state. Okay, next. Are there any villages which conduct Grama Sabha successfully? So in democratic government, the conducting of Grama Sabha is very important. In Grama Sabha only, the villagers will discuss about the problems and they will monitor the works done in the previous year and they will discuss the future developments also. So that is more important. So are they conducting Grama Sabhas in every villages or not? We'll discuss. Okay. In Telangana, Gangadevipalli of Warangal rural district. Warangal was divided into 2 districts. One is urban, another one is rural. So Gangadevipalli situated in Warangal rural district. Ramachandrapuram of Karimnagar district. Ankapur of Nizamabad district are some of the success stories. In these villages, they are conducting Grama Sabhas every month to discuss the issues. So similarly, Highway Bazaar of Ahmednagar district in Maharashtra is good example. So we will discuss about Highway Bazaar in 10th class again. Okay. So Gangadevipalli Panchayat. So in where Here is the Gangadevipalli. So Gangadevipalli of Warangal rural district. So in this village, they conducted Grama Sabhas. Through the Grama Sabhas, they elected 18 different committees were formed. 18 18 different committees were formed. Committee means a group of people elected for some work. Okay. In Gangadevipalli village, like drinking water committee. So this committee will look after the issues of drinking water only. Sanitation committee, health committee, communication committee, etc. Like that. How many committees they were formed? 18 committees. So they will look after the issues of that particular area. So these committees are providing good services to the villages. This village has attained and achieved 100% enrollment in schools. Means there is no dropouts. Every children who crossed 5 years, these were admitted in the school. That is the meaning of enrollment in schools. 100% children are going to the schools in that village. Next, 100% literacy. What is the meaning of literacy? Every person know read and writing. That is the meaning of literacy. So everyone can read and write in that village. 100% literacy. Supply of protected drinking water to all families. So they are providing protected drinking water. Means after purifying, they are providing water to every house. Observance of family planning by all eligible couples. Vaccination of all children to prevent the diseases. So we should give the vaccination to the children. So vaccination of all children. 100% families enrolled in bank saving schemes. So all families are having bank account. So through bank account, they will get some benefits from the banks, governments. So that's why they opened the bank accounts. 100% families opened the bank accounts. So total sanitation in the village. Already we discussed about the underground drainage was there in the Azupalli village. Like that, there is a 100% sanitation. Complete ban on the consumption of liquor. So this is more important. They banned the liquor sale in the village. Means there is no liquor shop in the village. No one should have the liquor consumption. No one should drink the liquor in that village. So if anyone drunk, so they will be imposed the fine. Okay. In Bihar state also there is a ban on liquor. Like that, so many states banned the liquor. Previously in our state, in our combined Andhra Pradesh, at the time of NTR government, liquor was banned. Okay, like that here, complete ban on the consumption of liquor is there. So every villager would definitely find a role on at least one of the 18 committees. So every village, every person should be the member in any one of that committee. Any issue of development of the village has to be necessarily discussed in the Grama Sabha. All are bound by the resolutions of the Grama Sabha. So everyone should be obey the decisions of the Grama Sabha. So if you do like this, so every village should be developed. Okay. So like that, the panchayats, Jilla Parshads and Mandal Parshad will be work in our state. So if you follow the newspaper, you should know more details about the panchayat elections and how to elect the ward members and panchayat president or corporators and major. Okay, so definitely everyone should read newspaper regularly, then you know more about the elections. Clear? So with this lesson is completed. So write your own notes and send to me. Thank you.